Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I'm hoping to share my coloured pencil collection. Now this video I did early on in my YouTube colouring journey. So when I started my channel, I think in April 2020, I think I did a coloured pencil collection that year. So I thought I'd do an updated one now. I have amassed quite a few sets, so I will go through them. So we'll move Kitty out of the way and get started. So, so remember I have collected these over quite some time. So I'm going to start off with this one here. So I'm going to bring you out as far as you are out far as possible. So this is my Polychromos collection. So these are my Polychromos pencils. So you all know about these, you know, polys are very well known. I've pulled out a few here, so they should be about somewhere because I think I was using them on a project. So yeah, so here I used to store my there were some spare Holbein pastel pencils. You can see the marks there. I'm quite a messy person, as you can tell. When I've been pulling them out, I've been you know, they've slid against the canvas material there and made a mark. But yeah, I decided to take them out of here, so there's quite a few spare loopholes there. So yeah, Polychromos are one of my favourite pencils, I would say, and this is probably my favourite colour as well. It's the green gold, and I have purchased a spare of that, but that green gold, I think it's 268, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So this idea of where I put the pencils numbers, so it's easier to put back where you took it, where I take it from, so it goes back in the same place basically. I got that idea from someone really far back at some point, where I saw that they'd actually done that. I use a white Posca to label that in. The only thing is I did that with my Black Widows, and of course Black Widows keep adding to their sets, so once the numbers are there, and you put them in another case, then it's really, you know, you can't really remove the numbers, so that's the only downside to that. So there we go. That's my Polychromos. Next, these are in no particular order. These are probably the first pencils I got anyway. So this here is my Prismacolor case. I've done the same with this as well, so I have labelled them with the pencil number, so you can see how much these are used, because I do really, like most of us, enjoy Prismacolor pencils. They're beautiful and soft, and they just give you such a you know, beautiful effect. I've taken the white out because the white is absolutely tiny, and I need to replace it actually, but yeah, there you go. So that's that one. I do have some spares of those because I got smaller sets before I got the 120 set, and then I made it up to 150 by buying open stock. Next case, just got so many cases here you would not believe, surrounded with them. So this is a little rabbit and egg case here. So in this one I keep my pastel pencils, although there is another set which doesn't fit in here, which I've put separately. So these are the few Holbein spares, pastel spares, that I've got, because what I did is I purchased the 50 pastel set first, and then a couple of years later I think I purchased the 100 Holbeins, and then some of the pastels were repeated in those 100 Holbeins, so they are here. And I did make up the Holbeins to the full set using the open stock from Jackson's Art. So here we've got the Astra pencils, Astra pastel pencils, and you can see that I've labelled them with numbers. So I do have swatches of most of these pencils. I keep my swatches in this book, and then I just list them here basically. and then I left a couple of pages for the swatches. So those are the polys. I'm sure you don't need to see the swatches of them. And then I also put in the Colour with Claire blends that you can get from her website, which is very useful, and the Prismacolors, and then so on. So I won't show you the swatches for every pencil set, otherwise we'll be here forever. So again, these are the Astra Pencils, and then these are the 80 Brut Funa pencils. So these are the round ones. Now the reason I purchased these, they're very, very cheap on Amazon. They're not particularly well made, obviously, because they're very cheap. They're about, I think I got them for about £13, but they have some unique, really bright colours, as well as, it's got pastel sort of colours, as well as neon colours, and because of that, it was worth me buying it. And they do work really well on some books. On some papers they work really well. So you can see here that this pencil is just does not look healthy at all. Can you see? That's where I had a fight with my cat. Or it had a fight with me, in fact. It was not too happy with me. So yeah, unfortunately the lead is a bit it's not going to be the greatest quality, but that's reflected in the price. But again, they are worth it. 80 pencils for £13–14 is very cheap. So this is where I keep most of my pastel shade pencils. Okay, next I have this case. I do actually need to label up my cases because I couldn't really tell you what's in this pencil case. I'm not sure. So it's the one with the little mice and the pumpkins, which is really cute. So in here I have the Magic Fly pencils. So these I did not purchase myself. I got sent these for review. In fact, they asked me if I wanted to choose the art supplies, and these were one of the supplies that I chose. These pencils, I think there's 72 pencils. They are lovely pencils, beautiful shades, lovely budget pencil. I do really recommend these Magic Fly pencils. And then here you can see, oh, it's been this one's look how crumbly that is. I think that's just an odd one that's a bit like that, unfortunately. So these are what are these called? The Brunzils. Now, I don't think I've got a new swatch of these Brunzils. I might have a swatch of them in my old book, but they are, how many do I get? I think there's 36. 19, 20, 21, 20. No, I think there's 48. So there's 48 of these Brunzils, and they are called I'll just tell you the proper name, the Brunzil Design. It says 8805, and they do have a number, but they don't have a colour name. And they are nice. They are definitely nice pencils. Just using a little bit of paper here. They are really nice. They are from Holland. As you can see, it says Holland on the pencil. I don't use them that often, but I don't know why I put this colour next to it, because it's not going to blend too well with that. Yeah, they're nice pencils. I think 48 is the largest set, if I'm not mistaken. So they're the Brunzils. And then I've got these ones which I purchased a very, very long time ago. These ones with the green tips. So these are the Mikado Colour Rush pencils. So I remember it was Peter Hewitt that used to use these back very many years ago when I first got into adult colouring, around 2015, 2016. And she loved using these Mikado pencils, and I bought a set as well. I think it's a 36 set. Then I've got some, so this is basically a case with many random pencils in it. This is a Stabilo, and the only reason I got these is that it's a very narrow pencil. So instead of getting, I wanted a pencil for fine detail, so instead of getting the very thins, for Prisma very thins, I got these Stabilo Stabilo ones, which are sort of do the same job but are a bit harder, so they're not going to break. I think there's only 24 of those. And then I don't know how this has happened, but unfortunately there's some watercolour pencils in here as well, which really I'm doing a separate video for my watercolour pencils, so I'm going to ignore them. So yeah, it's got a mixture of pencils in here. So let's put them to the side. Don't want this video to be too long, so I need to hurry up. Okay, so this case here, this brown one, this one I usually take on holiday with me, and it consists of some 12 Holbeins, I think, here, yeah, because I got a small set of Holbeins right at the beginning because they were so expensive, and I thought I'll just be, you know, I'll just be a bit careful here and just get a small set first to see what they're like. So I've got the 12 pastel set and I love them. And then, so I've got the 12 pastel set in my little travel set. I've got Prismacolors here, which are made up from some of the 24 set and the 72 set that I purchased. But yeah, so I've got a few of those to take with me on my travels because I love using Prismacolor. And then the first pencils that I got, you know, the biggest set that I got early on was this 60 Polychromos set. So I've got 60 Polychromos here as well. And then finally I have the 24 set of Derwent ink tints with me to take. So this is called my travel set basically, because I've got a little bit of my favourite pencils in there. So that's that. Next, another sort of spare set. This is one where this is my first set of 60. This is an old set, so it's the 60 Artesa Expert. So this was the first set that I got, and it was early on when the Artesa pencils just came out. So I've got those. They're nice to take as well for holiday sometimes. If I can get in more pencils, I try to. Now these pencils here are called the Lyra Slim Groove. I do really like them. They are a harder pencil, and there's only 24 of them, but they are really nice. I really like them. They blend really well. They are very budget friendly, but and they do break. So I mean, I mean, all pencils can break. These have broken, but I really like them. I mean, they don't get me wrong, they don't break all the time, but they have a tendency to break more than, say, Polychromos. So yeah, there's them, and they continue here as well. And then I've got some spare space here, and then here I have, I think, 36 Kohinoor Polycolour, which are a harder pencil, and I particularly like their shades of green in this 36 set. But yeah. Next, okay, we have a few more cases and then some tins to show you. So this is one of my favourite cases with the bees on them. So this is my 120 Artesa pencil case. So again, this is, I've got a spare set of the Artesas as well in a tin, because I really like the Artesa. So this is my 120 Artesa, and you can see that I've labelled the numbers on there. So those are the Artesas. And then next we have this case in which I have the beautiful Pablo Caran d'Ache, and these again I've labelled. So the Caran d'Ache Pablos, their selection of blues and greens and these neutral colours are beautiful. I just really nice pencils, and you can see that I've labelled them as well, because it's quite hard to actually read the name on here for some reason, so it makes it easier labelling the case. Right, what else? I have one of my favourites, which is the Holbeins. So these are the Holbeins. I've got spare white here. It's a soft white, so it's actually really soft. Got one here as well, but I got a spare one of that. And then yeah, I mean, I labelled this up with the Holbeins, but yeah, you can see that I do use them a fair amount. They're going down. Try to replace them when I can. So yeah, those are the Holbeins. I've got the 150 set, and then in this new case I have the Black Widows. So I haven't labelled this up. I do need to label it up. I really hope the Black Widows don't come out with another set. I mean, this is 180, so I doubt they're gonna come out with more shades for this set. There isn't any more space in here, so I put them in the order that Emily Illustrator did. I think it was Emily Illustrator, hope so anyway. Sorry if I've got that wrong. And then I have got a few spares, a few spare rings here to put additional pencils in. But yeah, I mean, this is a gorgeous set, gorgeous 180 set, Black Widows. And next I have more of these lovely flowery rose Solana cases. So I had Pablo's in the other one, and in here I have my Cray Arts. I do like the Cray Arts, but actually I think I prefer the Magic Fly pencils. I mean, they look pretty much the same, the Magic Fly pencils, compared to these. But I think I prefer the Magic Fly. The Cray Arts do work really well as well, so don't get me wrong. These are really nice budget pencils. But yeah, those are, I think it is 120 Cray Art? Yeah, possibly. Okay, so those are the Cray Arts. It's going to be a job putting all of these away, but I'm sure I'll get it done. And then my final, well, it's not my final case, but it's my final rose Solana case. So in here I've got the fruitfulness squares, which are just lovely. I had these in another pencil case where, you know, where you have to put them in the same loop, so 3 of them fit in the same loop, and I prefer the single loop ones. I think most people prefer the single loop ones as well. But yeah, these are beautiful budget pencils as well. Really, really, really nice. So those are them. What else have I got? So I've got this case here. So I've got the Lyra, the Rembrandt Polychromos Lyra. Now, I haven't made my mind up with these. I'm not sure about them. I think on some papers they will work really nice, but at the moment I think they're okay, but I'm not in love with them. You know, I don't love them. Sorry, Lyra. But yeah, I mean, I like the shades of colours there are there, but I'm not fully sold on them. I mean, I'll keep them. I think I've got the 72 set. I think that's the biggest set they do. But yeah, so those are them. Then I've got the Faber-Castell Black Edition. I just like how these pencils look. I did label them up with some labels, number labels, just so that I can identify them really. So I think I've got about 24 possibly. 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 36. And then I've got these brilliant, unique tritones. Again, it's Corrino tritone pencils, which I really like. They're just fun pencils to use for things sometimes, so I do use them for things like mandalas. So I think that's a set of 24. And then I know many people don't care for these metallic pencils, but I like them. So I have these, which a Spectrum Noir metallic pencils here. So Spectrum Noir metallic. I've got some Marco, and then I've got the Derwent metallic pencils as well. So yeah, I do use them from time to time for certain things. So that's them. Okay, we are nearly there, you know. Okay, so I've got this dinosaur case in which I need to actually sort out some stuff, because you can see that this is one of those, you know, pencil cases where you put in a few pencils. I think this is the 20, 9, 12, 15, 8, 9, 20, no, this is the 36 Staedtler set, the Ergo Soft. So yeah, they are really nice pencils. Again, Emily Illustrator can do amazing effects with these. I don't use them that often. The rest of this is empty, so yeah, that's that one. And then finally, for my cases, I've got this pencil case with the flamingos and the cacti, and I have my Derwent Light Fast in here, the full 100 set. These pencils are beautiful, gorgeous, and definitely one of my favourite pencils. So Derwent Light Fast and the Caran d'Ache Luminance, which I am also liking a lot. So those are probably my most expensive. It's probably my most expensive pencils case, together with the Holbeins. So yeah, those are them. And then I've got a few tins to show you, and then I'm complete. And you can see there's a lot of pencils there, but I have collected them over something like 7 years, so a long time. So I've got this Coloursoft case. It's Coloursoft 12 pencils special edition. I bought that many years ago. Might have been in 2017, 2016, but I can't remember. But they are some unique, exclusive fashion colours. Then I have these woodless Kohinoor Progresso pencils. Now these are very, very pigmented. Just quickly show you. So they're woodless. They are really nice. Unfortunately, I don't really use them that much. Do really need to use them a lot more, but yeah, I think I used them for one page. That's it. So that's not too good. But yeah, they don't cost much, which is a big advantage. So they are quite budget friendly. So I think you get, looks like 24, yeah, 24. And I also have this other set, which is a woodless set as well. It's called a Triangle Squared. I don't know if you can get it anymore, but I did get it from Amazon. It comes out in these sort of cases. There are no names or numbers, I'm afraid, so, but yeah, they are, I mean, they're nice to use. They're soft. They are soft. Definitely not hard pencils. So yeah, I get 3 trays. I think this is a 36 set as well. Comes in a nice little box like that. And then I also have a 24 Ergo Soft pencils. My initial smaller set, Coloursoft 24. Again, these are very old. One of the first pencils I got when I was just getting into colouring. Then I have these Marco Renoir 48 coloured pencils. Now these have not really had, I mean, they're beautiful and soft, really nice and soft, but unfortunately as a result of it I have the lead issues, which just the, you know, core keeps breaking constantly. I mean, they are really soft, beautiful and soft, but it's very frustrating. I mean, I don't get nearly as many breakages, in fact hardly any breakages with Prismacolor compared to how many I get with these. It's just a shame. Sort of puts me off using pencils if they break a lot. And then I have these magic corrino pencils, which are the big chunky ones. You can see, put them the right way around. And like I say, I do use these excuse me, I do use these just for fun pages, really, like mandala pages, and for creating sort of special effects. So those are them. And then finally, before I break everything, gosh, let me put these properly. I've got so much around me, as you can imagine, and not a lot of space. So the final pencils are in this wooden case, and these are the Colour Soft. So I ended up getting the full Colour Soft 72 pencils. I've not used them that much. I think I need to use them a little bit more because they're in a wooden case. I end up not using them as much as if they were in a you know, a pencil case. Yes, if they're in a pencil case, I think I'd probably use them more. But yeah, I need to sort of use these. So the wooden case is nice to have. But yeah, those are the Colour Softs. And that's it. Those are all my pencils. I hope you enjoyed watching. And until next time, take care. Happy colouring. Bye.